What's up? What's good? It's your boy Zillionaire. Welcome to the show. Give me a few seconds before we get started. I'm streaming live from two different channels. So understand we're going live from two different channels. Zena Entertainment TV and Zena Entertainment TV 2. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Oh. All right. All right. What's up, everybody? What's popping? It's your boy Zillionaire. Welcome to the show. If you are new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. As we all see all the stuff that's been taking place with this Kanye West and with this Kanye West situation about his mental health. A lot of people believe that the man sacrificed his mother. A lot of people believe a lot of different things. Who's to say? I don't know. But one thing I do know is that you cannot play with God. You can't be on God's side 1 minute and then try to hop on the devil's side, and then try to hop on God's side, and then you try to hop on the devil's side. You can't serve two masters. You can't straddle the fence. Either you're going to serve God, Kanye West, or you're going to serve the devil. You have to make a choice. There is no in between. There's no jumping back and forth. What's up to my moderators, Super Soda and Lizzie in the house, who's popping, and everybody else is in the live. It's not just about his mind. It's also about his spirit. It's also about his spirit. His spirit man. You got to fight with your spiritual man. You got to fight with the inner man. He's fighting a spiritual warfare. Kanye, let me tell you something. We're always in the middle of a war between good and evil. We have to make a choice. There is no in between. See, Kanye West is torn between good and evil. He's torn. He doesn't know. 1 minute he want to live for God. Next minute he want to do demonic stuff. You have to make up your mind. Are you going to continue to have these meltdowns or these breakdowns, or you're going to continue to have these mental problems because your mind, it's the devil's playground. If you're not feeding your mind the right things, if you're caught up into this industry and you just out for money, and 1 minute I want to come over here and be evil for a minute because I want to make a few extra, $1 million. So let me jump over here and be evil. And then 1 minute you want to say Jesus walk. Next minute you're having a revival tour talking about God and talking about Jesus. Then the next minute you're talking, you over here talking about you sold your soul to the devil. I do not understand a lot of this stuff. A lot of this stuff does not make any sense at all. At all. I do not understand it. Kanye West, you have to make a choice, my brother. You have to make a choice. You have to make a choice. Let me see if I can find the video of Kanye West saying he sold his soul to the devil. Let me see if I can find that. Kanye West selling his soul to the devil. Let me see. You can't straddle the fence. There's no in between. I'm trying to find that video. Kanye West says he sold his soul to the devil. Now, Kanye West, a few months ago, he went live talking about well, he was on a TV show, and he talked about he almost quit rap because rap, the industry, is the devil's music. He said the industry, Kanye West almost quit rap because he said it's the devil's music. That's what he said a few months ago. He says the devil's music. This is what Kanye West says. It's the devil's music. I mean, Kanye don't know what the hell he wants to do. Like I said, man, I think they might get a divorce. I think they're going to get a divorce. I believe him and Kim Kardashian, they're going to get a divorce. I do believe that. I don't believe that marriage is going to last. He claims he was trying to divorce. He claims that he's been trying to divorce. He's been trying to divorce. He's been trying to divorce. What's her name? He's been trying to divorce Kim Kardashian. This is what he claimed. Now let's listen to this where he talks about. Listen to this. Listen to this. All right, where's the part he said he sold his soul to the devil? I'm trying to hear that part. Nobody can hear it. Y'all can't hear it. All right, that's okay. If y'all can't hear it, that's cool. He did start his church. He did start a church, Lizzie. He did start a church. Absolutely did start a church. He had a church going for a little while. I don't know what happened to that church he started, but he did start a church. He did start a church. So how can you put Jesus walks and then you say you sold your soul to the devil? Which one is it? Which one is it, Kanye? Which one? Either you're going to live for God or you're going to, live for the devil, man. Like, he's going to continue to have these breakdowns. He's going to continue. It might have been a cult. I don't know. He's going to continue to have these breakdowns and these outbursts because his soul's not right. I just hope his soul. I hope he gets his soul right. Kanye, I hope you get your soul right with God. That's all I can. That's all I can say to you, to the brother. I just hope he gets his soul right with God. I really do. I hope you get your soul right, my brother. I hope you get your soul right. I really do, man. But we all know if he don't get his soul right, stop playing church. Stop playing church, Kanye. Stop playing church, Kanye. Playing church. Can't play with God and play with the devil, man. You're trying to play in two different sandboxes at one time. You know? I mean, come on. Jesus Christ, I don't understand it. Go ahead, Lizzie. You can talk.
Hey, Zil. Okay, I was going to make sure you finish your sentence before I start.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so when he started his church thing, like at first it's like, okay, but the more I think about it, I was like, I don't think. I think it's just another, like, I think it's like a different church instead of a regular church. You know, like I just had a weird feeling about the church.
I had a weird feeling about it too. I had a weird feeling about that church too. It didn't seem right.
Yeah, it didn't sit well with me, like, at all. It's like, Lord, when he gonna do a Illuminati church or something like?
Right. I didn't know what kind of church he was trying to start. I mean, I don't know. It was weird. I thought it might have been a cult. It might have been a cult. I don't know. It could have been a cult. A lot of people were saying it was a cult. They might be right. They might be right about that.
I started to hear like this one YouTuber called Call for Uprising. He's pretty.
Oh, cool. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. Yeah, he's a white guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He go hard on everything. Like he's like, oh y'all, you know, because his child keep get deleted, but he keep coming back. Like, y'all, I'm like, I'm not gonna stop talking about this. Like, I don't care if YouTube keep taking me off.
He did. He did lose a couple channels, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, because he be calling people. Back. He call them devils and witches, and he be going in.
Yeah,
he be going in hard.
Yeah.
I don't think YouTube likes that.
No.
And I think, you know what? I think YouTube pay. I think celebrities pay YouTube to have certain videos taken down. But go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off, Lizzie. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. Yeah, I do believe that too. Cause why he always get targeted out of everybody? It's like, no, he probably I don't know. YouTube got paid, or some Satanists and people don't like the way he talk about them. And flag his video or his channel down. Could be one of those.
Exactly.
He go in on the atheists as well. Like, he don't like atheism,
right?
Stuff.
Yeah.
In the gay community. Too, especially the gay community, you know. How about the gay community? They'll come after you, but
yeah. Well, he talks about how the word of God, you know, it's not biblical. Like, it's same-sex marriages and stuff like that is not of God. I mean, it's the truth. They could get mad at it, but
it's the truth. You know, it's their they have their own personal talk with God if they want to, you know, if they want to go that route and still have, you know, a gay marriage. That they have their own problems with that.
Exactly.
You know, that's people. You know, it's like, you know, with me, you know, I just love everybody as one. I don't care, you know, what it is. You know, with me, I treat everybody the same.
Right.
You know, because it said in the Bible, you know, you gotta be nice to your neighbor. So
the Bible says love your enemies, love you know, it talks about being the bigger person. So
yeah, be a bigger person. So it's like, you know, it doesn't matter with me. As long as we cool, that's it.
Long as they don't cross you. Long as you don't cross.
Yeah, long cross me, or they'll, you know, they'll force anything on me.
Exactly. Right. So, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So let me ask you a question. So what do you think about, like, do you think they're going to get a divorce? What do you think about? I think they're going to get a divorce. I really do.
I believe so too. I believe they will get divorced because with the Kardashian clan thing, you know, something don't sit well with their plan, they're gonna cut you off.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a,
because you know,
that's a
because
good point.
they went after Jordan Woods.
They went after who? Oh yeah, they tried. Oh
Jordan
yeah, they
Woods.
tried to destroy her. Yeah, they tried to
Yeah,
destroy. They wanted to take her, especially after she went on the red table talk with
right. Yeah, with Jay
when she talked to Jada. Oh, they went after her hard.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, especially Chloe, because she was all on Twitter and saying all her sob stories. Like, man, you manipulating people. I don't
right.
believe that crap. Like you was, yeah, that man did only cheat with Jordan. He's also cheating with other women. So what are
Right.
you crying about? You know,
Right.
like chill. Like you know, get off Twitter, man. You know, if you want to be with him, cool. We don't care. If you want to be,
Exactly.
take him back, cool. But we don't care about your sob stories. Like
exactly.
that's how I said. Oh,
Exactly.
I'll bring out a small violin.
Right.
Like who cares? It's
right.
sob stories, but
A lot
um,
a lot of people believe they're witches. A lot of people call them witches. Do you believe they're witches?
you know what? You know, like I said before, it's some like questionable uh things that they do, but I don't really believe that they're witches at all. Like I don't see a lot of stuff they that it will sit as a
Okay.
witch. You know,
Okay.
I don't know, but some
Okay.
things are questionable. Like I
Okay.
can see why people would think about it.
Right.
Like,
Right.
but some things
But you're
that's
saying you
questionable.
don't see enough evidence of that, is what you're
Yeah, I
saying.
don't see enough
I got you.
evidence. Yeah,
I got
I
you.
don't see enough evidence. But you know, some weird events happened over there, but not like nothing had to do with witchcraft. I would
Okay.
say.
Okay.
Yeah, but I do believe that there are like the family of Illuminati thing. As far as other families, I do believe that. But as far as witchcraft, I don't know about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I hear you, but
Yeah.
this is not good, and this thing is I think this was a this spot is spiraled out is spiraling out of control because I think it was years of buildup, and
Yeah.
for this was years of buildup, and for Kanye to just come at Kim's mother, and man, he came out the whole he came at the
Yeah.
whole family. I said, "Dang, Kanye!" And then she said he's mentally off, and this stuff is crazy. They're not going to be together. I think this is it.
That's the last thing because he
Yeah,
bring up the daughter that don't want to be, porn tapes or anything like the mother, you
yeah.
know. Um, yeah, it's like the paranoid. It's like he was paranoid, about the kids, with
Mm-hmm.
her, and then turn around and say like, "Oh, but Kim did say about kids." So like, which one is it? She gonna harm your kids, or does she like what is it? Like,
I don't know.
it's
It's crazy.
weird. Yeah.
it's really weird, man. But I think this is the last straw, and the truth had just came out. And Kanye said they tried to have him committed.
Yeah, trying to lock him up again.
they tried to put him
Again.
in an
Yeah.
insane asylum.
Yeah, who knows? His inside will get reprogrammed. Who knows? People say reprogrammed.
oh,
I
they
don't know
tried to
about
put me in a nut house. They tried to lock me in a nut
that.
house.
Lock me up.
oh man, it's some
I
sad
couldn't
stuff,
believe like I was on Instagram. I seen I follow a couple of like those news Instagram pages.
Yeah.
I saw one post like it was one of those things. I saw more than I see more people. So I saw more of them start the shade room. Everybody started
Oh yeah, the
posting.
shade
I was
room be
like,
going in.
yeah, shade room. Yeah, I was reading the comments and everybody said, Kanye, you shut up and go somewhere and sit down. Like everybody just calling him crazy. That's
Everybody.
everybody was saying, man, I had
Everybody.
enough of Kanye, and then said,
Everybody. Yep. So let me ask you a
yeah,
question. What do you think about her coming out saying about his bipolar schizophrenic behavior? What do you think? What do you think about that? Kim telling everybody that he's bipolar and schizophrenic.
you know what? I think I'm sorry. I think I think she's trying to cover up the fact that he it might be a little truth in his rant, and they just want to throw a bipolar disorder in
Mm-hmm.
there so people will forget what he's trying to say, like trying to shield
Mm-hmm.
what he means. But
So you're saying she really wants people to think he's crazy. So
Yeah,
so they won't believe the truth. Is that what you're saying?
yeah. I think that was like part of the cover up, because like the news media always say like, oh, he's mentally insane. Don't worry about it. He'll be all right because he's in the hospital. Just
Mm-hmm.
to try to shut everybody up for trying to put two and two together.
Right.
What he tried to say.
Right.
So I see it way too many times with oh he's on drugs, oh he has bipolar, oh he's insane. You know what's wrong with him,
Right.
and all that. So it's like see that so many times. So I think it's a pattern. And then when she came out and said that, I'm like, yeah, I think something is I was like, yeah, she trying to cover something up, like it's something that he said is trying to trigger her and say, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna say this right now. He's bipolar. I was like,
So
okay.
you don't believe he's bipolar?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it could be. It could be. It because I don't know the man like that can paint, but I think he could be. He could have it, or it could be a cover up and he doesn't have it.
Okay.
But
I hear you.
but yeah, some people say like, oh, it could be true because such and such, my family member have this disorder, and it's the same thing. So
Okay.
it's like half and half, but
Okay. So you believe
you know,
it's some truth to him being bipolar?
yeah, some truth to that
Okay.
because
I got
some guy, could a guy have the his mom have passing away and stuff. So I just think that's still a trigger.
you.
Still,
Okay.
because some people still get over that. But who
Okay.
knows?
Okay. Hey Lizzie, I'm gonna leave. You can stay on the panel if you want to. I'm gonna bring
Oh,
Taz in. Okay. Okay.
okay, yeah, sure.
All right. So we all gonna be on the panel together. I'm trying to
Okay,
unmute
so
his mic.
I could, yeah, so I
Taz.
could add it on to
Yo,
it.
yo,
Yo,
Okay. All right. What's good, my brother?
what's going on?
What you think about all this stuff going on with Kim saying he's mental and just all this crazy stuff about uh, they tried to put him in an insane asylum and lock him away? And what do you think about all this stuff
Well,
going
remember back when Britney Spears went crazy? She
on?
cut her hair and was
Yeah,
beating up the car with the umbrella and talking in different accents and all that.
yeah,
All right, now let's go deeper. We know that in Hollywood, there are certain people that end up falling under the mind control of the CIA, which was MK Ultra, right?
mm-hmm. Okay.
So I think that is what's going on with Kanye. I think he's breaking out of his MK Ultra programming.
So for a lot of people that don't know what MK Ultra is, can you break it down for them? Can you let people get an understand? Because a lot of people don't believe in that. You know that, right? So people don't
yeah,
Right.
some
understand.
people think it's a
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
think
they
it's a
think
joke, Lizzie. Right? Exactly. Taz, break that down for people that think this is a joke.
MK Ultra is a quick way of saying mind control, and what that is something that was developed by the CIA back in the 50s when they first began operation. There was a particular operation where basically they were going to start using TVs to control people's minds.
Okay, let me ask you a
Basically,
question. I didn't mean to cut you off. Let me ask you a question. So, how do they control the minds of people? What do they use? What's the technique they use to control celebrities' minds and stuff like that? Well, how do they go about doing that?
they'll they have certain ways of doing it, and each celebrity that is under a form of mind control, they have what's called the handler, which is somebody that stays there near their side to make sure that they're in check and doing what they're supposed to do at all times. And there was actually a video that I had saw on this the other day that really broke down and went into depth about it. And there was a particular section when they were talking about Kanye, and
Mm-hmm.
it was when Kanye was on Ellen's show, and it showed you the difference between when he first came on the show and he interacted with her in an interview, and then it showed what happened after when they came back from a commercial break. Prior to the commercial break, Kanye went off into a whole entire rant, and you can
Yeah, I
tell
saw
by
that. I saw that rant he went on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
I
can
saw that
tell
video.
Ellen was looking at him like he was crazy, but she
She
was
was.
also looking off. She was
She
also
was.
looking off to the side, off camera, to his handler, like, "What do you want me to do with him?" Then they went to a commercial break, and you noticed that he was a completely different person when he came back. He was a
Okay.
lot more mellow. He was and he wasn't as outspoken as he was before.
So
But
let me ask you a
fast
question.
forward,
How do they control their minds though? How does the mind control? What do they do? How do they do that?
the techniques I'm not fully aware of. I just
That's
know that.
that's what I need to get. And see, that's what I'm trying to study more about. I'm trying to understand how they get into their minds to control them like that. That's what I'm
Well,
trying to
I
study.
saw a video. I saw a
Would you?
video of about Steve Harvey and how they control him.
Yeah.
Oh
Because
yeah,
it
for
was
real?
because I found it. I forgot the guy's name, but I found a video about him. He was on his show. You know, I think it was like his birthday show. I don't know which one that was, but it was an episode where he was doing his normal thing, and then somebody trying to contact him. I think it was like his two white couple, and then he started to freak out like a little bit, like kind of crying a little bit. It's like showing him that if he don't stay aligned, that it will bring up his past. Like I think there's like something like that.
Oh,
Like it'll bring up somebody's past.
do you know
Like that.
where can we find this video? Is it on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Okay, so
Yes, it's on YouTube.
you believe that Steve Harvey's being controlled as well?
Yeah. Steve
Yeah.
Harvey is the reason Bernie Mac got killed.
Yeah,
You think so?
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. Because you
What
remember,
makes you think that? What makes you think that?
what makes me think that is, before Bernie Mac blew up, you remember he blew up after the Kings of Comedy. That's when he was considered one of the prominent black comedians, because he was now in that realm of the D.L. Hughley's and the Cedric the Entertainers and the Steve Harveys, because he shared the same stage with them. He also ended up doing better than them on that same platform. So as a result of that, well, you did good on these comedies. Now we're going to give you a TV show, and the higher you get in Hollywood, the more secrets they'll expose to you when you wasn't a little man. You see what I'm
But you
saying?
know what? But you know what? Bernie Mac always was funnier than all of them.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he
That's a
always been
fact.
funny.
That's a
He
fact.
always was
He
way
was.
funny,
He was
way
always
funnier
funnier.
than them.
He
Yeah.
was always funnier, but when Bernie started to find out about the deep dark secrets of Hollywood, he tried to.
Right.
I wouldn't necessarily say that he tried to get away, but he wanted to blow the whistle on it.
Oh,
And of course,
Yeah,
his
because
cohorts
he's trying
wasn't
to tell
having it.
Steve Harvey about it. Sorry. Yeah, he was trying to
Hmm.
tell Steve Harvey about it. And then Steve Harvey was like, "No, just not talk about it. Just let it go. Just stop."
Right.
Like
And Bernie
oh,
wouldn't
Lizzie.
stop.
yeah,
Lizzie. So you're saying that Bernie Mac was trying to reveal secrets to Steve Harvey?
yeah, because
Right. But Steve already
this is
knew.
when they start. Mm-hmm.
Steve
Yeah,
already knew. Steve already
Mhm.
knew about the adrenochrome and all that other nasty stuff that Hollywood is into.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
now that Bernie is a new guy, he coming into the fold, they couldn't keep a hold on him. They couldn't keep control of him because he wanted to blow the whistle, so they got rid of him.
But let me ask you a
That's
question.
what they
But
do.
Bernie Mac had a condition for years, though. You
Yeah,
don't
he
think
did.
that condition he had something to do with his death? He had a
It's
condition
possible,
ever
but it's
since he
also
came.
possible.
I mean, he had a
It's
condition
possible,
ever
but it's
since he.
also possible that they what's the word that I'm looking for? They accelerated it. Like, you know what? You know
Oh,
too much.
so you're
We're gonna
saying
get you out of here and blame it on what you got.
oh, so you're saying they used his condition against him to kill him with it?
Exactly. And then
God,
tell us, the people, that he
trying
just
to
died
cover
from a
it up.
condition that he been dealing with for years, and try to play
God.
it off as that. So, knowing that information, let's go back to Kanye West and look at these cryptic tweets he's been letting out these last couple of
I
days.
know, right?
He
Yeah,
keeps calling out his mother-in-law, Chris.
yeah.
And I remember there was something that he had said about like child Playboy photo shoots,
I never
something
heard of that.
along that nature. Yeah, go back and read
I
his
haven't heard of
tweets.
that.
Yeah.
Somebody said like they accelerated Eazy-E. I believe that too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I believe they killed Eazy in the hospital. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But go ahead.
That was Eazy-E tied into he tied into the Tupac gang.
Right.
And what I mean with that is Tupac. That was Tupac as a name, a person, was all an act. It was all an act. But that's
I
a
don't know if
whole
I
nother
agree with
story.
that. I don't
That's a
know if
whole
I agree
nother
with
rabbit
that
hole.
one. I don't know if
That's a
I'm agree with
rabbit
that,
hole.
but we're gonna leave that alone.
That's a
I don't
whole
agree
nother
with
rabbit
that
hole.
part. I don't agree. The reason why I don't agree with Tupac that was an act is because, first of all, Tupac's mother was a revolutionary. Okay. Another reason why he grew up in the hood, I just don't see it as him acting. I see that he was a real brother to me. He reminded me of the dudes I grew up with in Philly. He reminded me of the dudes I grew up with in Philly. He act
I
just
used
like
to
the
see.
dudes in my
Listen,
neighborhood.
Bill. I
So
used to think the
I
same
can't agree
thing.
with that one. But if you want to
I
believe
used to
that,
listen.
fine.
I used to
I don't
think the
believe that
same
was an
thing,
act.
Bill.
I'm sorry. I'm from the streets. I'm from this. I'm from the streets of Philly. I know when somebody's acting like a gangster and when somebody really is who they are. Tupac really
Yeah, I
was who he
believe
was.
Tupac is really is like in the streets.
That was who he was. That was not an act.
Yeah.
But go ahead. Let's finish. Go back to the Kardashians. But go ahead. We can.
Yeah, but
Hey,
he
we can
was.
agree to disagree on that, and let's go back to the
Yeah,
Kardashians.
Right.
yeah, we can do that. Uh, with if you look at the things that Kanye's saying, to me, it's almost as if he's talking in code. And if you tie that in with everything that's going on now, with all these different truths that's coming out, especially about the dark side of Hollywood, I
Right.
believe that his family, well, his extended family, because of marriage, was into some of that. I think that's why.
Kanye's family?
Not, yeah, the Kardashians, that
Oh, the
side of the
Kardashians.
family.
Oh, okay. I
I
got you.
believe that they were into that. I
So
believe
you
they were
believe
into
they're
that
into some
because,
of these occults? You believe they're into some of these occults?
yeah, the Kabbalah, they're very Kabbalistic. I
I
know that
never
to be
knew
a
that.
fact.
I never knew
Yes,
that.
especially Kris Jenner,
I
very
gotta look.
Kabbalistic.
I gotta look that up. I gotta study that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So
see,
when you
I
know when
want to
you,
get into that, but I don't want to say anything wrong. So, like, I want to make sure I'm right. Because
Go ahead,
I
Liz. Say what you
huh?
gotta say.
I know, 'cause I was saying that when he was saying, about the Kardashian family, part of something, but I couldn't like I don't want to say like the wrong thing, but yeah, I think there are some kind of cult thing that they believe in because it's a symbolism that I've been noticing. But the YouTuber I brought up earlier, he was saying that it's always a checker, ground,
oh, the
the
Masonic
checker
checkerboard.
background. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you got that checker background stuff. The
Oh, so you're saying
schizophrenic.
they have checkered backgrounds and all that stuff they be doing?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
okay.
then
Go ahead, Chad.
they were saying that Kim Kardashian
Yep,
was bathed in
yep,
milk, something
yep,
Oh,
like
I
that.
didn't know it.
Something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
yep. And I
So,
think that because you remember one of his tweets, he had said that that Chris wanted Kim to abort their child. And
uh,
these people, they feel that babies have the
right,
purest, strongest
right.
blood.
So you believe that she was trying to sacrifice one of his kids?
Yes,
Wow.
yes, yes,
Wow.
yes,
Wow.
absolutely, absolutely. And with them, and when I say them, I mean Hollywood and these people that are into this lifestyle. They like to keep stuff in the family, even if it's deep, dark shit. So
True.
knowing all of that, I
So let
think
me
that's
ask you a
what it
question.
is. I think. What's up?
So let me ask you a question. Do you think this is all? I also believe, even though Kanye West is trying to serve two gods, two masters, he's trying to serve the
Yeah,
devil and God. You
yeah.
can't do
That ain't
that.
gonna work.
Let me ask you a
That ain't gonna
question.
work.
Right. Let me ask you a question. Do you believe this is also a cry for help?
Yes, it's a
Yeah, I
combination of
think
both.
so
He's doing
too.
two things at one time.
Right.
He's
Yeah.
crying out for help, and he's trying to expose little things in like little drips as he can. But as you can see, the rest of the world just sees it as him having a mental breakdown. He
Right.
ain't having no mental break. He's having one, but it's not the mental type of breakdown
It's
that you think of.
it's more spiritual than it is mental.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It's more spiritual. Yeah.
And when you dealing with the spiritual aspect of things, truth gonna set you free.
Oh
God
yeah.
gonna show you the truth, and He's also
Oh
gonna
yeah.
tell you if you know some truth, you need to let these people know also.
Mm,
Let them know what it is that you've been involved with for so long. So
mm. That's a
I
good
think
point.
I
That's
think
a
that's
Yeah.
I think
And you
that's
know
exactly
what?
what it's going for.
Let me say something too. Do you know if God has a calling on your life, do you know He'll make you suffer and go through all kind of stuff if you don't obey Him?
Yeah, that's
Do you know
Job
you
was
can
a good
suffer
example of
worse?
that.
When you have a call on your life, but you keep trying to playing the devil's sandbox, and then you try to jump back and forth. God allows suffering to come on.
Yep.
And I think that's what Kanye is going through.
Yep. And I think another thing with Kanye, because they've always, people always say he ain't been right ever since his mom left. I wonder if he sacrificed his mom.
That's a
And I
good
wonder
question.
if
Yeah.
that guilt,
Because you had to sacrifice somebody that's close to you to get into the Illuminati.
You're
thing.
right. You're
Yeah.
right. And then that
Because-
song he said, then when he was on stage and he said, I sold my soul to the devil, that makes you wonder.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. He
I'm
did.
like,
Because
wow,
think about
how you go from Jesus walks to selling your soul to the devil. That blew my mind. I couldn't believe that came out of his mouth.
well, think about how it goes from the beginning. You have to sell your soul first before you get the fame.
Right.
So that act was already done. Jesus walks could have already been recorded. He probably could have been in a true Jesus loving state of mind when he made that song.
Right.
But when it came time to release that, because they do everything in advance. Everything is done in advance. It's nothing, okay, we're going to do it on this day. No, we're going to do it this day. We're going to release it a year from now. So that year's time, that could have been when everything changed.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But from what I've noticed, and this goes all the way back to the early 90s, I remember DMX did it. Do you remember the movie Belly?
Yeah.
You remember the movie he did, Belly? You remember in that scene in the very beginning of the movie when they had the little boy and he had the pentagram on the ground and he was burning the money as if he was doing a seance? That was the truth. That was the truth, because later on DMX came out in his book and told us, yeah, I sold my soul to the devil. The price was cheap.
But DMX,
even said the same thing.
I believe it. But what I like about DMX is he talks about he talks about his dark past, but he also talks about how he's living for God now. He's never going back to that dark past.
DMX is a true example of straddling the fence, if you will. And I don't mean that in the negative aspect of it. I mean that you can see that this man is truly having a spiritual battle.
You're right.
Yeah,
you're
right. One of his albums, listen to it from start to finish, but that last track is always a prayer.
You're absolutely
He's battling something. You see
just
what I'm saying?
Kanye
He's
West.
battling something, right?
Just like Kanye West is battling right now.
Yeah, because I remember that episode of Changed My Life. With that show, whatever the show. He was talking to his son, and the lady he tried to talk to him, and he just went off with that lady.
Oh, you talking about? Are you talking about Y'all Done Fix My Life?
Yeah.
Yeah, you talking about DMX when he was talking to his son.
Yes, I tried to talk to his son about what's going on. And this lady tried to keep trying to talk to him. He said, "Man, look, I'm trying to talk to my son." Just went off and everything.
He did. He went off on her hard.
Yeah, really hard. I say.
He snapped on that one. But you could tell he was fighting something.
Yeah, he was fighting something though too.
You could tell.
Right. You can with some of these superstars, they suppress it enough, you'll never see it. But there are others that they know they did wrong, and they might have been too naive in the very beginning. They might have just thought, hey, this is what I got to do to get on, to get famous, to achieve my dream. But that's trick at the same time. What does the devil do? He come to steal, kill, and destroy.
Right.
And he always gonna come as what you want.
Exactly.
He ain't gonna show up to you as no devil with horns. He's gonna show up to you as whatever it is that you've been dreaming about that you want so bad.
Do you know the devil was once a beautiful angel, so he could come in a beautiful form and trick you.
Lucifer was the baddest angel in heaven.
Right. So he could trick you. He could trick you. Somebody says in the comments, someone told me Majestic TV, what are you talking about? Someone told me, Kanye even admitted to it. Someone asked him, what's the one thing you sacrificed? And he said his mom. I can't, that's not credible.
No,
Majestic TV, that is not credible.
Like that. No, listen,
someone told me, I don't know. What you say, Lizzie?
No, okay, so whatever when they get famous, whatever, no celebrity will ever admit that they will sacrifice anybody to see to get where they at. because nobody will like him afterwards. He said, "Why are you gonna sacrifice your mom for?"
I don't
Nobody
know.
will like him afterwards.
I
Like
don't know.
whether he
I
admit
I
it,
mean,
like
think
he's
they
not
make
gonna
you
admit it.
choose. I think they make you choose who is the closest person to you that you're willing to give up to get this.
Yeah.
but let me ask y'all a question. Dave Chappelle speaks out against Illuminati all the time. Cat Williams speaks out against
Cat
Illuminati
Williams.
all the time.
Yeah.
They say they're not joining the mother effers.
Yeah.
They
Right.
tell you we're not joining.
Yeah,
We
I
ain't.
But
We
saw
don't. I ain't
his
joining
videos.
nothing. They try to give me money. I don't care what they offer me. We're not joining. I
see,
respect that.
I got
I
questions
respect
about
that.
Dave Chappelle though. I got questions about Dave Chappelle.
I
I wonder
don't.
if Dave Chappelle
I
is
don't.
controlled opposition. I
I
wonder if he's
don't.
controlled opposition.
I don't. Guess why I don't believe that? Because when they offered Dave Chappelle 90, when Illuminati offered him 90
Yeah.
million, 90
After
million
once the
to come
Chappelle show
back on the
blew up and he
show.
ran away.
Hold on, let me
Yeah.
finish. They offered him 10 million, 90 million. He said it scared him when they first came to him, it scared him. He never really understood how deep this Illuminati was. So when he was confronted, it scared him. So he left. But he still speaks out against them even when he's back now. So I gotta respect a man that speaks out against Illuminati. Cat Williams.
Right.
Y'all can say what y'all want about Cat Williams. Cat Williams speaks out against Illuminati all the time. I respect it.
Yeah.
I respect that. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I have to respect that. So I don't know what you mean, Taz, control opposition. We're gonna have to disagree to agree on that too. We're gonna have to agree to disagree on that. Because I'm sorry. Ain't too many people being vocal and just speaking out, say, I'm not joining y'all. How many people are actually saying that? Not many. It's only a handful. Only a handful. So I respect that.
I hope it is the
and
case.
You don't have, and what I'm trying to tell y'all, a lot of people come on my channel and say this, you don't have to join Illuminati. I don't understand why people believe you have to join them. I don't understand that. It's your choice. Some people make the Illuminati bigger than God Almighty.
Right.
Well,
How
haven't
is the
they made
Illuminati
themselves
bigger
to be
than God?
bigger than God Almighty?
Huh?
Haven't they made themselves to be bigger than God Almighty? They act as if they God
That's the
on earth.
trick. But listen, that's how the enemy tricks you. He makes you think that he's bigger than what he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he has people fooled thinking Illuminati is bigger than God Almighty and you have to join these people. No, I don't. No, you don't. Come on, man. You joined them. That's your downfall. You're gonna trust God or trust the devil. Which one? You're gonna follow after the things of God or follow after the things of the devil. It's your choice.
Cat Williams was big without the Illuminati.
Exactly. He sure did. He sure did. Oh, hold on. Martin Lawrence also talked about Illuminati. They was after him for a minute when he was running around in the streets with his clothes half off.
I remember that.
And he was half crazy.
I remember that.
They thought he was crazy, but the Illuminati was after him.
Yep.
So,
I remember that.
Yeah, some heavy stuff. So I don't know what the Kardashians are into. Taz, break down that you say that God they worship. Break that down, because before we get off of here.
The study of the Kabbalah.
Yeah, break that down.
That deals with esoteric studies.
Okay.
I don't have the full gist of it. I just know that it's demonic. Whenever I think of the Kabbalah, I think of Madonna because she's very into that.
Okay, that's something I have to study. You know, I love to learn.
Yeah,
that's the Kabbalah. I will be studying that.
Yeah,
I will be.
Yeah, they're very Kabbalistic, and I know that goes back with the Marina Abramovic stuff because you remember it's a hierarchy with them.
Yeah,
it's a hierarchy. They got witches, they got sorceresses, males. I think the witches are females, and the males, for some odd reason, they're referred to as sorceresses. And you got a low guy, and you got somebody that's all the way at the top. Madonna was all the way up at the top for a while, and last I heard on this particular subject, I believe Oprah was at the top. But now that she's in trouble, I think it's going to be passed down to either Gwyneth Paltrow or Chrissy Teigen. That's why Chrissy Teigen been going crazy lately. Because now her position is in jeopardy because people are finding, well, they ain't finding out, but they're paying attention to that wild stuff she was putting on Twitter for all them years.
What was she doing? I don't know. I haven't heard about that.
Chrissy Teigen, you know, that's John Legend wife. She was on the flight logs for Epstein Island too, along with John Legend. But
Oh.
you know, that whole Pizzagate thing, which is dealing with pedophilia. She had some wild tweets, and I'm talking for years, Zill, for years. You know, Twitter
what
been
was she
around
saying?
20 years. She was saying all types of wild stuff. I was like, she said something crazy. I woke up this morning with ranch dressing and pizza on my face. Like, you got to understand pedophile code to know that pizza refers to little kids. That's a little girl. When you talk about pizza, you're talking about a little girl. And she had way too many different references about pizza and other things. And it's
I'm
like,
gonna look that up too.
Like,
you know, I'm gonna look that up too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because they
crazy,
talking,
bro.
They talking code. Like, there is a whole
of course they do.
code.
Of course they talking code. Yeah, everything is a code.
Yeah, and like the thing about that, when it comes to pedophile code and how they talk, the FBI have figured that out already. So this is to jump off subject, but it ties into the same thing. You look at Hillary Clinton's emails. Ask yourself why Barack Obama is spending $65,000 on hot dogs and pizza at 1 o'clock in the morning to be sent to the White House from Chicago. Why?
I haven't even
heard the best hot dogs and pizza in the world if you spend 65 grand on it. Nah, bro.
I have not heard. I gotta dig. I gotta go check that out. I gotta go dig that.
Yeah, that's in the emails.
It's some heavy stuff. I mean, it's some heavy stuff in this Hollywood industry, man. I mean, some people get caught up into the demonic side of it, and it's really sad, man.
It is.
We got a free will. God gives us a free will to follow Him or follow after Satan. It's sad that more people follow Satan than they follow God.
I think a lot of that is the deception. People don't have no discernment. They can't discern, so they don't know what it is that they're being faced with. They think it's good, but it's really bad. And the sad part is you don't find out that it's bad until later on.
You know what? That's true. Go ahead, Lizzie.
Oh, I know something too. Post Malone, like, you know, he I started to notice, like, he was almost got nearly killed twice, or I don't know, more than one time. Somebody had brought it up with Cardi B and Nicki Minaj had a fight, and then the whole Mike Miller's death. So I heard somebody tweeted out and said, "Oh, do you know that?" Said somebody made a list like, Mac Miller passed away, Cardi B and Nicki is fighting, and then Post Malone almost got killed by a car crash, and he got home invasion. I was like, what? I heard about
remember
that.
the home.
Post Malone
about the home invasion.
Yeah, Post Malone is weird. He be painting his nails. Once you start painting your nails black, I think you're into something dark.
Yeah.
I mean, he start painting his nails black and doing all this weird makeup. I'm like, you into something, bro. Post Malone, you into something.
Yeah,
I don't care what you say.
No, because he got almost nearly killed. It's like, yeah, something's up. Something's after him.
Something ain't right with
something
that, bro.
Spiritual after him.
Yeah, something ain't right with him.
But yeah, Zill, if you wanna look into MK Ultra,
I'm gonna study on that. I'm gonna study that.
There's a lady, she got a couple videos on YouTube. They're older.
Okay.
I don't think she posted them herself, but I think her name is Kathy O'Brien.
Okay.
She talks about exactly how they did it to her. And it started, but she said with her, it started at a very young age. Like I think her parents sold her because she was they used it on her when Bill Clinton was still governor down in Arkansas, doing his dirty stuff down there. So she speaks out about that. But I think her name is Kathy O'Brien.
Okay.
And you can find out about it's a whole couple videos that she did talking about that. And she also talked about the satanic ritual abuse that she was subjected to also.
And what's her name again?
Kathy O'Brien. I think that's her name, Kathy O'Brien.
Okay, somebody in the comments said, "What do we think about Billie Eilish? Who is that?"
Oh,
Billie Eilish.
She's 18 years old. Yeah, she's 18. She has that green hair. She has that, you know.
Who is she?
She's
I believe she's a singer.
A singer.
I think that's what she does. I think she's a singer. I'm not too keen on her music.
But she looks
Did you say
demonic.
to me that she's
Like-
another young one that got caught up in it?
Oh,
Yeah, she look, I don't know, like she has a weird look.
demonic look?
She looks faded. Like I don't know. It's like she looks like she's on some kind of drugs. Like she looks like her eyes is. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. But
Does she look demonic, Lizzie?
oh, she made a music video. Like I
Oh,
saw
it's
on her
interesting.
page. I went to her Instagram because I was curious, who she
It's
is.
interesting
I went
Lizzie,
to
you
her
does
say
she
page.
people
look
look
demonic?
Bill.
Yeah, like
It's
she had her eyes is
interesting you say
white.
that.
Oh,
Like
so
she
she
do
does
some
look demonic.
creepy. Yeah, she does creepy stuff. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's something
I saw
spirit.
that.
It's something dark and spirit. You can tell when something dark and spiritual is going on with someone. You can see the
Yeah.
signs when they're into some
Yeah.
dark stuff. You see the signs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you wanna see something crazy and demonic looking, Zill,
Right?
you know who Kamala Harris is, right?
Nope.
Kamala Harris, she a politician.
I never heard of.
Yeah, she's I think she's black, claims to be. But
Okay.
I say this to say there was an interview that she did on the news the other day, right?
Okay.
And Shorty did not look herself. And when I say
What's
she
her,
don't
what's
look,
her name again?
her name is Kamala Harris.
Kamala who? Your thing going in and out, Taz.
Yeah, you going low.
I think Joe Biden might be trying to pick her up.
Your thing, Taz, you going in and out,
But,
Taz. Taz,
hold
we're
on.
losing you. We're losing you.
Okay, if you can hear me, I'm gonna leave out and come back in.
Yeah, leave and come back.
Yeah, we lost him for a minute. I'm gonna let Taz come back in because I'm gonna get off here in about 5 minutes. But this some crazy stuff, man. I mean, it's a very dark side to this world, man. That a lot of people not aware of. Go ahead, Taz.
Yeah.
What's up? What's that
Kamala
politician
Harris.
name?
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. Okay.
Yeah. She did an interview. She did an interview, just a regular news interview the other day, but she did not look the same. And when I say she didn't look the same, you can look. There was they did a side-by-side view, and I'm talking like the 2 days before. One interview 2 days before, and the current interview. Her nose was not the same. Her skin color was not the same. Her eyes looked black. And her teeth looked reptile-like.
Wow.
When I saw
so
that,
something spiritual.
Okay.
So it's something spiritual, something dark.
Either this is something spiritual or this is a clone. Are we dealing with clones and body doubles out here that we're not aware of?
I don't know.
Like that really blew my mind when I saw that.
I don't know. I
heard about that. Like I hear.
Damn, Lizzie, we're losing you now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Lizzie, we're losing you now, Lizzie.
Oh, wait, hold on.
But this stuff is, I mean, you know, go ahead, Lizzie. Go ahead. Because I'm about to get off of here. We can continue this later, but go ahead, Lizzie. I'm going to let you say something. I'm going to let Taz give his closing words, but go ahead, Lizzie.
My bad. My mom walked in. It was going to be something. But what I was going to say was, yeah, I heard about that cloning stuff. That, you know, even them got cloned.
Yeah, I hear about it. I don't know if it's true.
Katy Perry.
I think it is.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know.
Man.
I don't know. I don't know if it's true, but it could be or it couldn't be. I don't know.
I don't know, because it's a debate. You know,
yeah, it's a debate. I don't know. It could be or it couldn't be. So, but anyway, go ahead, Taz. You got something you want to say before we get out of here, man? Because I got to finish cooking. I had to turn my oven off. Before I started, I had to turn my oven off. And I'm hungry now, and I gotta finish. I got a bunch of stuff I gotta finish cooking. I'm hungry.
No, we can't burn up dinner. We can't burn.
No, I can't burn nothing. That's why that's what took me so long to get started. I had to turn the oven off before I got started. I said, "No, let me turn it off." But go ahead.
Only thing that I got to say to the people that's listening, pay attention. There are going to be a lot of things that are still going to be coming out in these months leading up to the election.
Oh yeah.
In terms of the election, I asked people this question. Did you enjoy your life prior to COVID? If you did, make sure you vote the right way. If you didn't like it, vote the other way, because life will change depending on who wins this election. And that's for the world. That ain't just for the US.
True. And despite of who's in office, understand God is still in control.
Exactly. And he gonna win in the end.
And then, all right, Lizzie, you got something you want to say before we leave? I'm about to get out of here.
Yeah, just keep your ears open. If something don't make sense, do
Right.
your own research. Don't
Exactly.
Yeah,
listen to what the media
question
tell you, because
everything,
media will
man.
tell you one thing and sugarcoat shit. But you research, you
Exactly.
see that they left a ton of chunks out of everything, that has been
Yeah.
reported. That's all I do. I'll research before I believe what the tell me. I
Yeah.
believe
You gotta look. You gotta look
basically.
it up yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, there's this person that comment that Eminem was not a clone. I'm not saying that he was a clone. I just heard that somebody say he's a clone. I making that clear. Thank you. All right,
I hear you.
that's all I comment.
All
So
right.
yeah.
All right. God
All
bless
right,
y'all.
Zil.
I'm out of
Yep.
here. I'll
All
holler
right.
at y'all another day.
All right,
Friday. I
my
might be
man.
back Friday. I'm taking tomorrow off. I ain't going live tomorrow. I got too much to do. Too much on my plate. So I'm coming back live Friday night though with Thought Culture.
All right.
I'll be back
Thought
Friday with
culture.
Thought Culture. Y'all
Oh
know how we
man.
do Fridays.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Much love.
All
God
right,
bless
Zil.
y'all. Stay
All
Okay.
right.
focused. Stay prayed up. This was a good live. I appreciate y'all coming in. I'm out of here. All right.
All
Till
right.
later.
See
All right,
you later.
Lizzie.